Hi friends, welcome to Life in the Fourth Quarter, and today I want to talk about age discrimination in the workplace. Have you ever been a part of that? You ever feel like you're being discriminated against just simply because you're older? Let me tell you, it doesn't matter what skills you have, it doesn't matter how long you've been there, it doesn't matter what you did for the company, none of that matters, because the one thing that we as seniors can't compete with is age and looks. And once you get to a certain point, none of your credentials matter anymore. It just becomes a matter of who you look like. Then suddenly you're the odd man out, when everybody else is in their 20s or maybe early 30s, and you're an old guy like me at 67. They're thinking, what the hell is he still doing around here anyway? There's so many things we could do without him. We could do it better. We've got a young approach. We've got fresh ideas. It's all bullshit. And they don't know it. That's the problem. They don't know it's bullshit. They'd rather walk around and instead of saying, hey, yeah, I'll stop by your desk and we can talk something over, and sending an email to say, you know what? I don't have the bandwidth to do that. You don't have the bandwidth? Shove that bandwidth right up your ass. Get out of here with your canned bullshit slogan. The next thing they're going to tell me is, we're going to move the needle forward. Most of these punks have never even seen a damn turntable to know what moving the needle forward even means. But hey, I digress. So I'm the subject of the age discrimination now at my job. And you can tell because you're treated differently. Like you used to be relied on for things and your opinions counted and your ideas mattered and all that. And then suddenly they don't ask anymore, or they don't include you in those discussions or meetings where your input might be helpful, but they just don't include you anymore. So then once you're marginalized, then they say, well, you're really not participating anymore. You're not participating in the company. Like you're not contributing. Well, I would if you made me more a part of it, but they don't. They've already started the distancing. And then once they get to a certain point, then they come in with, you know what, I don't think this is a good fit anymore. We're going to go a different direction. Now, come on. I've seen it happen to a couple other people who were close to my age. I'm the oldest one there at 67. But the people that were let go were in their late 50s. And, all the new people coming in are typically in their 30s, maybe late 20s, early 30s. Hey, and that's all great. That's all well and good. But when you've put your heart and soul into something, and then you get just kind of pushed off like, well, you really don't matter anymore, so bye. They can't wait to get you out the door so they can move on to their next piece of bandwidth that they need to use. It's a bad spot, and I don't know that there's an easy way to deal with it. There really isn't, because like I said, of all the things we can compete with, talent and all of that goes out the window when you're trying to fight age. And that's a battle we just can't win. So as seniors, when you're in the fourth quarter like we are, you have to find ways to get around that. It's a different mindset. And, for me, I've had a much better positive mindset in the last couple of years, just from some personal development that I've been working on. But when it comes to, losing a job, then it comes down to having to make financial decisions, and you have to do things differently and worry about whether you're going to be able to make ends meet and all that. But that's another video. We'll talk about all that. Are you the subject of workplace age discrimination? If you are, I'd like to hear about it in the comments. We can talk about that. Maybe you've got some good ideas to share with how you've dealt with it, if you've been involved with that. If our topic today of discrimination, age discrimination in the workplace, is of interest to you, or any of the other topics we cover on this channel, I invite you to like this video and also hit the subscribe button. We can talk about it and build a good community and maybe be able to help each other. So that's life in the fourth quarter, friends. It's not always easy, is it? Take care. We'll talk again soon. Thanks.